So now we are going to discuss about some problems on this particular concept of mutual inductance. So the problem is the first problem, a solenoid with N1 is equal to 2000 tons, R1 is equal to 2 centimeter and L1 is equal to 100 centimeter is concentric within a second coil of N2 is equal to 4000 tons, R2 is equal to 4 centimeter and L2 is equal to 100 centimeter. Find mutual inductance assuming free space conditions. So this is your problem. For this problem, we can go for the solution. The given data is N1 is equal to 2000 tons, R1 is equal to 2 centimeter and L1 is equal to 100 centimeter is concentric within a second coil of N2. That means these are for first coil or first solenoid. So here this is the first solenoid. This solenoid having N1 is equal to 2000 tons, cross-sectional radius R1 is equal to 2 centimeter and L1 is equal to 100 centimeter. L1 is equal to 100 centimeter. This solenoid is concentric with the second coil or second solenoid. So then concentric means those two are having same center. That means like this, in the form of helical, like this. In the form of helical, like this. So this is R1, this is R2, like this. This is I1 and this is I2. This is I1. That means I1 be the current through the solenoid 1, I2 be the current through the solenoid 2. So then here it is L1, it is L2. So for second of solenoid, N2 is equal to 4000 tons, R2 is equal to 4 centimeter and L2 is equal to 100 centimeter. That means whose lengths are same. Then we have to determine the mutual inductance between two solenoids or solenoid 1 and coil 2. Both are same. So then here you have, in order to determine the mutual inductance between solenoid 1 and 2, that is M12. You can also calculate M21, not at all a problem, either M12 or M21, only one here. So then M12 is nothing but N2, the number of turns in the second coil, into the fluxing linking with the second coil, that is phi1, that is due to the I1 current through the solenoid 1. So now here we have N2 is there, phi1 we have to calculate phi1 and I1 here. So now see here, to find out I1, we know that the magnetic field intensity inside a solenoid 1 is H1 is equal to N1 I1 by L1. N1 is 2000 into I1 by L1 is 100 centimeters. 10 square into 10 square, that is 1, that is 2000 I1 ampere per meter, ampere turn per meter, whatever it is maybe. So then from this B1 is equal to mu into H1. So then mu value is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 because of mu naught into mu r. Here free space conditions, that is mu r is equal to 1. That's why 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 into 1 into H1 is 2000 I1. Finally B1 is equal to 2.513 into 10 power minus 3 I1 Weber per meter square. You can check it. So then from this phi 1 is equal to B1 by B1 into A1, sorry. B1 is equal to phi 1 by A1. So then from this phi 1 is equal to B1 into A1. So then B1 is 2.513 into 10 power minus 3 I1 into A1 means pi r1 square, then 2.513 into 10 power minus 3 into I1 into 3.142 into r1 square. R1 is 2 centimeter. So then 2 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. Finally phi 1 is 3.1582 into 10 power minus 6 I1 Webers. So then mutual inductance M12 is equal to N2. N2 value is 4000 tons. N2 is 4000 into phi 1 is 3.1582 into 10 power minus 6 I1 divided by I1 value is there I1. So then finally 4000 into 3.1582 into 10 power minus 6. Finally the value is 12.63 millihenry. 12.63 millihenry. So this is the answer for this question. This is the answer for this question. So you may also determine M21. There is no need, but for your understanding purpose. M21 is equal to, so here it is N1 phi 2 by I2. Then we have to calculate phi 2. Phi 2 is equal to B2 into A2. So then B2 is equal to mu into H2. So then lambda 21 is equal to, that is lambda 21 is equal to N1 into phi 2. Finally we have to calculate N1 phi 2 by I2. M21 is equal to lambda 21 by I2. So that means you have to calculate these things. You will check it. That's it.